Hey, welcome back to the lecture. So in this video, I will show you how you can integrate the pre-RTOS Tracealyzer recorder library with your Atmel Studio pre-RTOS project. Alright, so then we will compile the recorder library along with the pre-RTOS kernel and application. Then I will thoroughly explain step by step how to get your pre-RTOS application trace onto the Tracealyzer software. All right, great. So let's begin. So the first step is add a Tracealyzer recorder library to your project. Let's do that. So before that, how do we locate the Tracealyzer recorder library? For that, launch your Tracealyzer software. Okay, so I will just launch from my Atmel Studio. So click on pre-edition here. Okay, so now this is a Tracealyzer software for your pre-RTOS, right? So here, click on help, all right, and then click on trace recorder library option over here. So it will take you to the place where the recorder library is stored, that is during your installation. Okay, so this is a place where it is being saved. Okay, so here you will see lots of archives. Okay, so we don't want any of these demo archives. Okay, so we just want a generic Tracealyzer recorder library. So that is this one, pre-RTOS snapshot recorder. All right, so just unzip this archive and you will get this folder. Okay, so just open this folder. You will see this is a generic recorder library. That means you can use it with any microcontroller or any IDE. Okay, so now let's open this folder. So here you will see some of the source files of this recorder library. Okay, these are the source file, and these are the respective header files. All right, so what we will do is we will copy all these contents. Okay, just copy it and go to your Atmel Studio. So here in the IDE, go to your source, expand your ASF and expand the third-party folder here, and here create one folder called trace underscore lib underscore src. Okay, and after that, okay, click here, open folder. So that will take you into your project path. All right, so here paste whatever you have copied from there. All right, so now we have copied the generic Tracealyzer recorder library source files into your project path. Okay, now go to this include directory over here and just copy this path, because we have to tell our linker where all these header files are really exist. Okay, for that, copy this path and go to your Atmel Studio. Here select your solution and right click and go to properties, and here go to toolchain and go to directories and click on add item. Okay, so this is to add a new include path. Okay, and paste your path of the header files of your Tracealyzer library and then click OK. All right, so then go to file and click on save all. So after that, click here, okay, on this folder what you just created, right click and then select add existing item. Okay, so that will take you to your project path. Okay, so we have created under third party, isn't it? So go to trace lib source, select all the source and click add. Okay, so now you have added all your Tracealyzer related source files. Okay, so now this is our project path, isn't it? So where we have added our Tracealyzer related files, right? So under ASF there is a folder called third party, and there we have created this trace underscore lib underscore source, and we added everything here. So now there is one folder called configuration template. Okay, so that consists of one header file. All right, so this is just like your pre-RTOS configuration file. Okay, so this Tracealyzer recorder library also has one configuration file where you have to do some settings. Okay, so this is just to fine-tune your Tracealyzer library. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to copy this file, okay, and go to your ASF, okay, and go one step back, that is src. Here there's a config folder, isn't it? So where all the configuration related file you usually keep, like pre-RTOS configuration. Here you paste that file. Great. So now let's open this file. So this is our trace config.h. okay, here you have to do some configuration. So first of all, look at this macro, selected port. Okay, so the selected port is initialized to port not set. Okay, so if the port is not set, then during compilation you will get this error. You need to define the selected port. Okay, so that's why you have to replace this port not set with the appropriate macro over here. Okay, so the port in this case is ARM Cortex M based processor, isn't it? So select the appropriate port from these options. Okay, so we are using ARM Cortex M based processor, so that's why just select this option, just copy it and paste here. Alright, so if you are using ARM Cortex M0, then you have to select this one. If you are using, say, any Texas Instruments MSP430 kind of process microcontroller, then you have to use this. Okay, if you are using SAM7 based devices, then you can use this. All right, great. So after initializing that, here select the pre-RTOS version. Okay, so in this case we are using 7.3.1. okay, so that's why I have to select this one. Okay, so copy this and paste here. Alright, so if you are using any pre-RTOS version which is more than 9, then you have to use this one. If your version belongs to 8.x.x, then you have to use this one. Alright, great. So that's all you have to do in this configuration file for the time being. Okay, then just save this file. There is no much configuration you have to do. Alright, so now let's go back to our IDE. Alright, so we just completed our first step, that is adding the Tracealyzer recorder library to the Atmel Studio project. Okay, so in the next step, what we have to do is let's initialize and start this recorder library. So I will cover the second step in the next video.